What's on the Halloween tier list?
Let me pull it up. We were going to do something with a physical board, but did not have time, so
Thank God.
Jordan's going to do it in post.
I'm going to do it in post.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jordan. All right, here's our tier list. As always, S, highest tier.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
we
Yep.
go A through F. Let's go ahead and...
Oh my God, are you okay?
Okay, Jordan's firearms safety skills, we're going to put at an F. Jordan is probably, like, out of everybody I know, the person I would hand a gun to last. I would never trust Jordan with a firearm.
No. No.
We're starting at number 1, Reese's Pieces.
I have very strong feelings about Reese's Pieces.
I really like Reese's Pieces
See, I'm
personally.
saying F tier.
Really? You hate them?
I hate
But they're
them.
just
What's your
good. They're just
problem?
chocolate.
I do have a story to tell, if that's okay.
Okay, go on.
There was one evening I was in I think the third or fourth grade, and a film called The Bee Movie had just released.
Might want to look that up.
Bit of an
for a younger-
esoteric
Yeah, I was a weird kid, and I went to go see it with a bunch of friends of mine, and my mother got me the biggest package of Reese's Pieces that she could find. I'm talking one of those, like, baking, you know.
Yep.
I ate all of them within the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Mm.
So now I have very poor memories with both The Bee Movie and Reese's Pieces.
Did you like throw up?
Oh,
or-
yeah, everywhere.
Oh.
Mhm.
I feel like it's
In
what
the
Jerry
Bee
Seinfeld
movie?
In the
would've
Bee Movie,
wanted.
surrounded by friends at the most, like, fragile part of my social life.
Oh my God. You went there with friends?
Really awesome.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I wasn't going to movies alone.
With your mom. Well, that's why we thought your mom was getting you the candy.
Yeah.
So you would feel better because you were going with
You're
her.
going alone.
Even though I don't like them now, there was a time in which I favored them as the best candy ever, seeing as I had the biggest possible package of them.
I'm doing A tier because I like them, but they're not S tier. There's other Halloween things that are S tier.
Given Greta's circumstances,
Appreciate that, yeah.
I would feel a little bit more comfortable seating them at a B. Even though
I'm
I
very
like
comfortable
them.
with
let's
B.
agree on B.
I'm very
Let's go with
comfortable with
B.
B.
Okay.
Reese's Pieces, B tier.
Here we
Cool.
go. All right. Solid choice. Okay. Costumes. How do we feel about dressing up?
S.
I love dressing
S.
S.
S. You can't do Halloween without dressing up.
As someone who's really bad at social situations, specifically parties, where I will only talk to people that I already know very well, Halloween parties are great because we're wearing costumes and there's always a conversation starter.
That's
Like,
so genius.
you
yeah.
can always walk up to somebody and start a conversation, and no matter how awkward you are, it won't be awkward.
Okay, here we go. Number 3. Baking razors into cookies and giving them to children.
Oh, S tier.
I would say A. It's not as fun as baking things that you can also eat.
Okay, A tier.
That's true. As
know-
someone who swallowed a couple razors in my day, it takes it down. Okay, we'll put
Yeah.
that at an A. Okay.
No,
No-
I
no
would
more
say
discussion.
It's
We're done.
better than eating a normal razor to have some candy in it. These kids should be grateful every Halloween.
You're giving them free razor, free cookie.
Yeah, it's like an investment. It's like,
Free
here's
cookie.
a razor. You're going to be able to use this in about like 15 years.
After it passes through your digestive tract.
Exactly. And then, oh my.
All right, here's the next one. Remembering all the good times you had with someone who used to love you.
F tier. F tier.
Is there something lower than F?
The Shadow Realm.
I put it at a D. For depression.
I thought it was going to be candy at first because we started with Reese's Pieces. Then it just became, okay, costumes. We're doing Halloween stuff.
Oh,
And it's like
God.
baking razors into cookies. I'm like, okay, so this is a bit. And then we immediately go back to something serious.
Next one.
Okay, yeah, just steamroll.
Decorations.
S, double S tier.
I think Halloween decorations are the best decorations.
I agree.
Over
think-
Christmas?
They're better than Christmas.
Dude, are you telling me that you would rather have just a bunch of fucking smelly green shit in your house other than funny little skeleton guys?
Exactly. Because Christmas stuff is easy. You just put in a bunch of little twinkling lights.
I do
you
really
know,
love Christmas
put in some
decor.
stuff. You need to stop talking right now.
I'm a big Christmas fan. I will say, I think that a Christmas tree in the home is pretty dang cool.
It is pretty cool.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty big for me. Where are we putting decorations? I'm comfortable with putting them at
Double
an
S.
S.
Double S. They go above.
Well, that doesn't exist.
It
S.
doesn't exist.
Okay.
S. All right. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's a fucking Christmas movie.
It is.
Ooh, now this is an interesting question. I don't think that's a Christmas movie.
I think
You
it's a fucking Christmas movie. Here's my opinion on this. You can watch a Halloween movie any time of the year, and it's just a fun, jovial time.
Yeah.
That's ooh.
As soon as anyone mentions Christmas in a piece of media, it is strictly relegated to the month of December.
You're right.
That's very true.
Nobody wants to watch anything to do with Christmas other than during December.
If it's got Christmas in it, you're not watching that in July.
We like to keep
That's
Christianity squeezed into 1 month of
I don't
want
want to hear about it in November. I don't want to hear about it in January. Leave me the fuck alone.
No, I think the
That's
correct
very
answer
fair.
that everyone can agree on is you watch The Nightmare Before Christmas immediately after Thanksgiving. And
Yeah.
Oh,
no
wow.
other time of
Okay.
the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very
Anyway,
that's
I'm
very
gonna-
solid.
tier.
Take.
I'm gonna give it a C.
C. Yeah, because it should go in the middle because it's in the middle between
Ooh.
Halloween and Christmas.
Okay.
However,
C tier.
yeah, okay, C.
Trick or treating.
Trick-or-treating is hard because I love it a lot, but it is socially unacceptable in this country to do it past a certain age.
Yeah.
And that immediately drops it down to F tier.
Yeah.
Because children are
It's like the opposite of
gatekeeping.
the drinking age. It's like
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Like there
Yeah.
are privileges you lose in growing up, and trick-or-treating is probably the saddest one because you should be able at any time to knock on people's door and demand for little sweets. And maybe you're going to get a razor blade in there. That's the risk you have to take when you're trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
And frankly, I think adults would be better at it than children. They'd kick those children in the teeth with how much more candy they could get.
Bloodthirsty.
Now, I realize they could just buy it and save the hours of effort and manpower into trick-or-treating. But it's part of the fun.
But that completely devalues.
And the diversity of your candy haul can't be
Exactly.
replicated in store. It's
Yep.
impossible.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So that's why every time
Plus
people
the
come to
thrill
my
of
door,
theft.
The thrill of
the thrill of the threat, is that what you said?
The thrill of
Because
theft.
of the
Of
implication.
of thieving from your neighbors. There's something
Yeah.
about taking.
Yeah.
There's something about the taking. Like
Mhm.
like I feel like as a kid, the allure was like, ooh, I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to be doing this.
Christmas is giving.
Halloween
Halloween
is
is taking.
Okay, what's next?
All right.
So where are we putting that?
I'd put it at least a B. Okay, I know exactly where this one's going. Not getting the day off.
Boo.
Boo. Halloween should be a federally recognized
I agree.
holiday. And you know what?
I agree.
Okay, if we did, here's what would happen. We could start trick-or-treating way earlier so all the little kids could go, and then all the adults
Oh
could
my
start
God.
going like
Yep.
later and later into the day.
Yup.
And we would have enough time to go back to our Halloween parties and do everything else we
Yup.
wanted
I feel
to.
like adult trick-or-treating should be like they give you like those tiny bottles of like shots.
Dude,
Or like
how
literally
awesome
just
would
like
that
blunts
be?
in there and like, ooh, don't mind if I do.
Yeah,
and
dude,
they're like,
that'd be the
take one.
best.
Can you imagine like in the neighborhood
one.
it's like the just
blood
take
bowl.
one, the blood bowl.
Dude, adult trick-or-treating needs to come into play. I will say, being able to go, if you're like a fanatic as a kid, being able to go to school in your costume is probably
That
pretty
was
sick.
Amazing.
I don't think I did that too much just because my friends and I would all like hang out together and go trick-or-treating, and that's the only people that I really cared about showing my
I
costume
went
to.
to school in a costume every year. I loved it.
Yeah, no, I get that from you.
I'm gonna change.
How about we got a tier list. Children coming up to your house unannounced. How do we feel about that?
Only if the candy is inside, then it's S tier.
We get them in the house.
Yeah. So long as you can get them inside of your clutches.
Now, I've never lived anywhere where people would trick-or-treat.
No
or at
way.
least I've lived somewhere, and if they were trick-or-treating, it was my parents' job
Right.
to give them out.
I see.
So I don't know if I have the full experience
You're
of
right.
a
Yeah.
child coming to my home that I am in charge of.
I will say it feels pretty powerful. You do feel pretty
Yeah.
powerful because you could withhold.
Yeah.
And you
You
have
can be like, do a trick.
withheld maybe?
It's possible, man. It was a long time ago.
I know this has been said a lot, but why do they call it trick-or-treating if there's never a trick aspect?
You're not trick or treating right then.
Yeah.
Well,
But
what
you
tricks
don't
have you pulled off, Greta?
assault?
Whoa. That's pretty You've been talking about
That's how I met
assault a
Greta.
lot
She hit me.
lately. To be fair, I did shoot you earlier. So
I just want to go on the record. I have not
regret,
physically,
yeah.
I have not laid a hand on this man.
No, not physically.
Yeah.
Man, I had no idea you were such a pussy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to try this blind pumpkin carving.
Yeah, I'm
Or
down
not
for that.
carving.
Wait, we didn't put carving pumpkins on our tier list.
Oh my gosh, carving
Oh.
pumpkins. S. I
S tier.
love
Really?
carving
S tier,
pumpkins.
yeah.
But what
I
about
love
all
it so
the
much.
what about all the guts and stuff?
Dude, that's a part of the process.
Carving pumpkins S tier. I'll move it to
Absolutely
A.
S tier.
I'll move
I
it to A
think
to
it's D
appease.
tier. I gotta be
What?
honest. I
Why?
really like carving pumpkins, but I like the idea of it more than I actually like doing it. You know, because you have to scoop out all of the guts, and that takes so long.
It's a labor of love,
And
Jordan.
then after that,
Mhm.
once you carve it, what does it last? Like a week?
Oh, well, longer than that.
No,
It
it
can
lasts
last a
barely any
while.
time, and then it stinks. It stinks. It smells bad.
You hate joy.
You hate art. I don't think you have an artist's soul, Mr. Hippie.
Do I need to change again? Because you guys keep like.
Vietnam War S tier.
I don't have
okay,
any
are we
more
done?
costumes.
Are we done?
Okay, Vietnam War S tier.
Do we have any
Okay.
other Halloween?
Shout out to
I don't think
Charlie
we have
for that
anything.
one.
I don't think we can add anything else to this tier list.
Okay,
It's pretty
let's do
populated.
some blind pumpkin carving now.
Well, we call it carving, but we're gonna be